What is up, you guys? It's your girl Kennedy and I'm back with another video. So today we are working with SUNBER hair from Amazon, and this is the packaging. You get a wig cap. It came in nude, which is great. They give you an adjustable strap to put into your wig, and also they give you, of course, your wig. So this is a 16-inch body wave wig. It came in this little bag, and then it comes with a net around it, and also with the little paper in the inside just to form the head or whatever. So straight out the package, the hair was super duper soft. Like, it was super duper soft, and it had the pre-plucked baby hairs like in the center, but you know, I'm gonna pluck that, and you know, y'all already know how this go. So yeah, when you fold it in, it does come with 3 combs in the inside so that you can clip it into your hair, and then it also has the adjustable strap in the back so you can adjust it around your head. And then it does have lace in the back just in case you want to glue it to the back of your head, but y'all know I don't do that. I don't participate in none of that. So the things that you're gonna need to bleach the knots are some bleach, some developer, gloves, a knife, a brush, and a bowl. I decided to use 50 developer because I will be dyeing all of the hair, so I had 50 developer, and that's just what I use. You can use 40 or whatever. I mean, it don't really matter. But yeah, all you want to do is comb out the wig first, that way you can get all the knots and stuff out, and then you want to throw on your gloves because the bleach will like burn your skin. I noticed that this bleach was not as what is it, it wasn't as strong as like normal bleach. Like BW2 bleach is like super duper strong, like you can smell it. I really could not smell this. I don't know what it was, but y'all, I couldn't smell it. So I don't know, but yeah. So I just went ahead and opened this brand new pack of bleach, and y'all already know the bleach comes in a little plastic bag, and it comes with a little scooper. So I actually put too much. I should have just did 1 scoop just for the knots, because I did not do all this in one day. I thought I was gonna bleach everything in one day, but I didn't have time. So yeah, I should have just used 1 scoop. So just use 1 scoop, guys. So I just poured in developer until it got to a thicker consistency, because you don't want it too runny when you're bleaching the knots, because then it'll bleed through and then your knots will be like blonde. Even though I am going to dye all this hair, I don't want my roots blonde, you know, before I can even bleach all the hair. So, you know, y'all know how they go, period. So yeah, I'm just pouring developer in there until I get a smooth, thick consistency. But like I said, I think I used, well, I know I used too much because I had like a whole bunch of bleach still left over. But I'm using a knife because when you use a brush, it easily seeps through versus using a knife. When you use a butter knife or a plastic knife or whatever, it does not seep through at all. I think it seeped through maybe like the front, but I'm not even gonna be using that part. I'm gonna be plucking that part, but other than that, it did not seep through at all. So I'm gonna start using the knives from now on because they just work so much better for me. And y'all know I am not a professional. I've just been doing hair for a couple of years, and so yeah, y'all know I know what I'm doing, or either I'm a finesse to know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that bleach and I'm going to smooth it onto the lace. And I want to get all of the lace because I want everything to be one tone, and when I put makeup on it, it'll look just like my scalp. So make sure that you really get the front like as close to the front as possible, because you know, when you go to cut this lace and plug it and stuff, you don't want it to be halfway looking like scalp and then halfway looking like, girl, that's a wig. So mama girls, get it together. But yeah, I made sure that I got the front, the back, the middle, everything. Yeah, so y'all just gonna see me do that for right now. Yeah. Alright, y'all, so this is how I look after I have completed bleaching the knots. I just let it sit for about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, just, you know, so it can take. So after that, this is what it looked like. I washed it out with like warm water using Shimmer Light shampoo, and y'all look, scalp, period. Like, that scalp, period. So yeah, I just let this air dry until the next day, and then that's when I went ahead and started with the bleaching process. So let's get straight on into that, because I know that y'all ready to see how I get this color. All right, y'all, so I let this fully air dry for about 2 days actually. So I went ahead and mixed up my bleach. I think I used like 3 scoops of bleach and a whole bottle of 50 developer. I used 50 developer because it took faster, you know, and yeah, so, you know, whatever. So I wasn't about to sit up here and, you know, go stroke by stroke. No, baby. I just went ahead and just got right into it. I used my hands completely to go ahead and bleach all of this hair. Baby girl, I wasn't finna sit up there and waste no time. So yeah, I made sure I started out with the outside, and then I started to open it up more, because you can tell like at the beginning I was having trouble, and I was like, ooh, I might as well brush it on. But I was like, nah, I done already started this process, so you know what, I just took the hair, put it in a bowl, and just kind of folded it over with the bleach, you know, doing a little wrist work or something like that, you know what I mean. And yeah, I got all of it bleached. So as I got closer to the top, I just started running my fingers through the frontal as if it were like a comb to get the bleach all the way in that black hair, because the last thing you want is to bleach everything completely and then you go to rinse it out and you open it up and it's black hair still. And then, I mean, it's just a complete mess. So you got to make sure that you get everything. I wasn't too much worried about the knots bleaching themselves again because they were already bleached. And then plus, I'm dyeing like the whole head. So, you know, I mean, it was what it was. If you're the type of person that, you know, you like to use the brush instead of like getting dirty using your actual hands, then by all means, get you a brush, section this hair, and get to work. But for me, I didn't have the time. I was trying to hurry up. So yeah, and I did have to go back in with one more scoop of bleach and actually mix up some more. So I ended up using altogether, I think, six scoops of bleach, maybe 6 or 7 scoops. And I used the bottle and like a third of 50 developer. So yeah, that's all I'm doing, is just mixing me up some more bleach so I can go back in with the hair. And as you can see, the wig was already starting to turn like really, really fast. And I needed it to do that because I needed it at a very, very high, like really high blonde for the ginger color that I was going for. So yeah, it was already starting to turn on me, and I was like, ooh, oh my gosh. So yeah. So you guys, at this point, when I picked up the hair was burning hot. When I say burning hot, it was burning hot. So I was like, let me hurry up and get this frontal before this hair just burns. So yeah, I went ahead and dipped the frontal in like I did the rest of the hair. And you know, I just did whatever. And like I said, I had a well, I didn't tell y'all that, but y'all can clearly see I had a bag underneath. You can use other things. I did not wrap this hair in foil because, like I said, the bleach was taking so freaking fast that I was just trying to hurry up and get it on there and just kind of rake all this bleach through. But yeah, so I just went ahead and just did that. Let it sit in the bleach or whatever, and I just rake my hands through the front of the frontal. That way it can go through there evenly. So I was using my nails basically through the gloves as a comb to rake that bleach all through the hairs on the frontal, because you don't want to miss any spots. You don't want to have all blonde and then you open it up and it's black spots in the inside. So that's what I'm doing, is just opening up the hair, making sure that I've gotten everything. you know, bleached out and stuff like that. So don't come for me in the comments, because I told y'all what I did. I'm not no professional, but this is how I did my wig. If I was doing somebody else's wig, I wouldn't have did it like this, but it's my wig, it's going on my head, so I did what I wanted. So don't come for me in the comments, well, you should have, girl, look, I did what I did because I was in a rush. Okay, don't come for me. All right, so just watch. At this point, I am done bleaching, and I went ahead and started to comb the hair out. I started, you know, from the root, not from the root. I started from the ends and worked my way up to the root, just to make sure that I got everything brushed out, all the tangles, all of that. It didn't really shed a lot during this process. If it did, it shed into the brush, but I didn't see much shedding in my brush from the bleaching process. So, you know, shout out to SUNBER hair, because baby girl, if it started to you know, start shedding, I would have been like, ooh. So yeah, as you can see, the hair was already turning, and it was only, I think I was only like bleaching this hair for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, and it was already starting to turn. But yeah, so I just combed all that out, and I let it sit on this, and I actually wrapped it up. After I turned the camera off, I actually wrapped up the hair and left it in this garbage bag for about 10 to 12 minutes, y'all. And I promise you not, when I went to take this hair out, it was smoking, like burning up, smoking. It was stupid hot. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to burn this hair. But you know, let's just see. So I had to go to the bathroom because my grandmother was cooking in the kitchen, and she told me she didn't want any hair in there, so she wouldn't let me use her sinks. So I'm going to show you the exact reason why you should use the kitchen sink and never the freaking bathroom sink. And you're going to see it as you continue to watch this video. So as you can see, the hair was smoking. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I clearly see it. If you see smoke coming off the water, that is the hair. I rinsed this off in cool water to cool down all that hair, because baby girl, yeah, it was hot. It was burning hot. Like I could barely touch it type burning hot. So I went ahead and rinsed it off with cool water, and just got as much of the bleach out as possible before I went in with my shampoo. And so for the shampoo, I'm using the Shimmer Light shampoo, you know, the purple shampoo. Yeah, so that is what I'm using to actually wash all of this bleach out. And just to get kind of like that brassy tone out of the hair, you know, like when you bleach hair and it has that brassy tone, and you really want you know, like the actual blonde that was in the hair. Well, that is what this Shimmer Light shampoo does. It takes all of that brassy tone out of the hair. And so I just went ahead and used that shampoo to get all of that brassiness out of the hair. But please be careful, because if you like put it in one spot and wait too long to actually try and rinse it out, it will leave purple stains in your hair, and it'll be a mess. So just be really careful. I made sure that I flipped the wig inside out to actually get the bleach off the inside of the cap, because the last thing you want to do is actually put the wig on and have bleach still in the cap, and then it, you know, damages your hair. You know, you just never know what happens. So yeah, I did that. Well, next I took some hot water, and I took some of my Tresemme conditioner, and I kind of mixed that into the water. Now y'all gonna see this was an epic fail. So as I was stirring this stuff in, the freaking stopper got caught in the spoon and came out, so I had to start all over. So yeah, I took my holy grail, which is this silicone mix. It helps to soften the hair and give your hair a soft bounce, shine and everything else. So I did that with some conditioner, and I put the wig in there for about 10 minutes. So now I'm showing you the bottles of dye that I used. I used Sunrise Orange, Cajun Spice, Cinnamon, and Ginger. So now I'm going to show you why you should never, ever, ever, ever in life try to watercolor hair in a sink in your bathroom. Okay? So I went and heated up some hot water in an electric tea kettle, but that still wasn't enough water. So I went ahead and went back to the kitchen sink, put some hot water in there, and went ahead and just poured it up in there, because I have enough and I wasn't going to sit up there and wait no more for some more hot water. So yeah, so now we have a full thing of hot water, right? So I took each bottle and I poured the entire bottle of every dye in the sink. Okay, so we started off with the Sunrise Orange, and a little trick to getting all of the dye out, just run some water in the bottle and put the top on, shake it up, and all of the dye comes out. So yeah, I used the full bottles of all 4 of these. So I went ahead and stirred that up. If you're wondering what those little flakes are, it is some silicone mix that was actually still on the spoon. But yeah, I just went ahead and stirred all of that up. And then I grabbed my wig, and it was looking really light. As it dries, it starts to get lighter. So it was starting to kind of air dry a little bit, and it was really, really blonde. So I was really, really happy about that because I really want this ginger color to pop. And I know that it's kind of like darker in the roots, which is what I wanted. I wanted dark roots. So it's going to be like darker ginger in the roots, and then it's going to get light. So what I did off camera was I flipped the wig inside out, took me some Got To Be glue spray, and sprayed the lace because I did not want to stain the lace with the watercolor. So as soon as I dipped it, it was like dark as crap, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I was just like, okay. So I just slowly dipped it in there, and y'all, I should have worn gloves. Y'all, when y'all work with watercolor, please wear gloves, because my white nails slowly turned orange and pink and everything else. And yeah, I don't know how to get that off, but luckily I'm getting my nails done this week, so at this point it don't even matter. But yeah, so that is how it was starting to look. So I just did a couple of dips. I don't remember how many, but yeah, I just kind of left it there. Not too long. I didn't completely just leave it in there. I didn't want the color too dark. I still wanted it to be like a light ginger color. So yeah. So this is why you should never ever watercolor in the bathroom sink. Now the bathroom sink is stained. It did like halfway come off. I took some bleach spray. As you can see, the stopper is orange. Okay, the stopper is orange. But I did take some like Clorox bleach spray and clean the sink right after this clip. I went ahead and did that before I did anything else. And yeah, so I just rinsed this out with like some warm cool water, and I rinsed it out with some shampoo just to kind of get that up out of there. And you know, yeah, I just went ahead and got all that up out of there. And as you can see, the color looks really dark, but it's still drying right now, and it's actually super duper pretty. So you know, let's just see. So after I cleaned the sink, I went ahead and put more hot water, silicone mix, and conditioner, and I let that sit. I ended up letting it sit for like 2 hours, but you know, look at my nails, so ugly. So yeah. Alright y'all, so I let it air dry for 24 hours, and this is what it looks like. Completely air dried, unplucked, I mean just raw filtered, right? So yeah, after this clip, I went in and I plucked it, and let's see how it turned out, y'all. So y'all, this is how the wig came out. This is the wig plucked, colored, flat ironed, everything. And I also did a blunt cut on it because I did want a blunt cut because the ends were just too like raggedy for me. But y'all, this turned out so cute and I am in love with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to the next part to see me install it and also pin curl it. So yeah, you guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, like this video, and comment under this video, and I will see you guys in the next freaking video. Bye guys.